Hello, and thanks for stopping by. Well, if you're new to my station, I say welcome to Frowns to Smiles. If you are a returning subscriber, I say thanks for coming back. Well, my name is Miss Davis. I am your teacher, and come on in, class is in session. Today, we're going to be talking about cognitive biases. And in simple terms, a cognitive bias is a bad choice that you make when you think you're making a good choice. And more specifically, we're going to be talking about herd mentality and FOMO. Some of you may have heard of herd mentality. It's when individuals join and do something that they think that others are doing. They think that they're making a right decision, but usually in your gut, you know that you're not making the right decision. Let me give you an example of that. Imagine me being in class and I ask students, how many of you believe that Chick-fil-A has the better fry than McDonald's? And in your mind, you believe that McDonald's have the better fries. But when the students start to raise their hand, more students raise their hand for Chick-fil-A. So instead of going with what you feel is right, your gut instinct, you raise your hand to go along with Chick-fil-A, even though you really believe McDonald's is the best fry. That's an example of herd mentality. It's also known as the bandwagon effect. When I was younger, we used to say, "Oh, you jumping on the bandwagon." That means you're going along with everyone else. And oftentimes you'll go along with everyone else even when their decision is not the right decision, especially not for you. I want to challenge you to not just join the bandwagon, not just go along with the herd, but use your own gut and instinct. Because when you do that, you'll make the right choices and decisions. A lot of times you can make poor decisions with something called FOMO. And I know most of you have heard that. That's the fear of missing out. And you'll hear people say things or do things, and they'll make it seem like it is so great. The environment is great, or what they did, the party was so great, or what they're eating is so great. And you feel like I'm missing out on something, so I want to participate. One example of that is with social media. That affects how we think and view a lot of things. And so you may see a person on there and they're showing you their lives. They're showing you snapshots, really, of what their life is supposedly is about. But it's usually their highlights of good things. Very rarely will you see someone on social media showing you their pitfalls, their problems. No, they're going to show you their good times. And so it's supposed to show you their lives and the lives. But I say take the V away and you'll see a lot of lies. lies. Because people don't really want you to see their bad feelings, their bad emotions, their bad decisions. They won't show you that. I gave an example in class. I asked students, they just received their report cards, and some of them didn't do that well. And I said, how many of you would go on social media and show your report card and say, hey, look at this, all D's and E's? No, you're not going to show that. But if you did well, you're going to show, hey, look at this report card. Hashtag principal's list, hashtag dean's list, because that's something good. And so don't get caught up on doing what everybody else is doing. Oftentimes, what seems like it's popular may be popular just for that particular moment, but people don't show you what's really going on. A couple of years ago, we had just entered into the pandemic, and there were many people who had already taken vacations and taking cruises, not knowing that they were really in the beginning, in the middle of a pandemic. And so they initially showed videos and footage of them on the cruise ship, and they were having the best time of their life. I mean, they were showing you the nice food that they were having. They showed you all the beautiful views and rooms that were there, and all the luxurious places and things that they could do and experience while on the cruise. But what we didn't really see is people having abdominal distress, having problems coming out of both ends, right? We didn't see that. Why? Because people don't want you to see the bad. They'll only celebrate the good things, and good things should be celebrated. But what happens is when we all only see the good, we get warped into thinking that if we experience something bad, we think that we're alone and we're the only one experiencing it. And the truth of the matter is, there are many people just like yourself who have made poor financial decisions. And now they're having to deal with the repercussions of those poor financial decisions. Oftentimes, those poor financial decisions were a result of FOMO, the fear of missing out. Or you've heard it, YOLO, you only live once. And while it's not bad to even be in FOMO or YOLO, not for a season, but if you continue to live like that, you'll ruin your ability to save money, to enjoy rest, to enjoy time with your family and friends, and you'll take away from your life. I encourage you to make good decisions. Don't make decisions based on the herd. Don't jump on the bandwagon to do what everyone else is doing. There's a famous quote from Dave Ramsey who says, "Live like no one else now so you can live like no one else later." And so, right now may be your time of savings, it may be your time of buckling down. The new year is we're just, what, 2 months into the new year. And some of you have made resolutions that in 2023, you're going to do better. You're going to make better choices financially. And so I encourage you to continue with those choices that you've made. Don't let YOLO, don't let FOMO, don't let the herd mentality stop you from living your best life. Save now. The longer you save, more you save. And if you can save as often as you can, will put you in a better situation. Right now, it may not seem like it, but if you trust the process and you continue doing what you're doing, you'll soon be able to live like no one else. Again, stay focused, continue the course, and you'll reap the benefits. Until the next time, be safe and watch your surroundings. Take care, and remember, on this station, we turn frowns into smiles. Bye bye.